Alright, so here we are set up on the back of the car. I got it in the garage because I think the floor is flatter and more level in there. And if you look closely at the right side of the car, you should be able to tell that it looks higher on that right corner than it does on the driver's side on the left side. And I think that's from the accident that the car was in. Something is bent, something's twisted. So that's what needs to be fixed. I'm going to try and make some measurements and see if I can figure out where the damage starts and what pieces are bent or twisted, and see if there's a way that I can correct that myself. I'm going to take all the rear suspension off and just put the car on some jack stands to try and eliminate any possibility of this issue coming from the suspension. I don't think it is, but if for some reason it is with the springs or the shocks or something like that, I won't waste my time trying to fix something on the car that's not really the car's fault. But looking at all the damage that I've seen on all these body panels that we've been looking at before, I don't have too much doubt that really what's wrong with the car is in the frame of the car. It's not on the suspension. Alright, so just to give you an idea how much this thing is off, I put a tape measure, let's say, to the bottom of this taillight panel from the floor. On this side I have, let's call it 23 3/4. Okay, on that last little arm. So let me come over to the same spot on this side. And I got about 23 1/16 maybe 23 1/8, something like that. So you can see that's about a 1/2 of an inch difference from this side to that side. It's very noticeable when you stand back and look. I think it's probably even more up at the top or somewhere else along this length. So we're going to try and fix that over the course of the summer. Okay, so you've seen the car. The last thing that I want to do is bring you up to speed on how much money we've spent on the car and how much time it's taken to get it to the point where it is now. As it is today, we have spent $7,657 on the car. That includes $5,100 acquisition cost. So that includes the cost to buy the car and to have it shipped out here from Nevada, where it was when I bought it. The rest of that, $2,567, has been spent on parts, paint, tools, costs directly associated with doing work on the car. We've also spent 517 hours working on the car up to now over the past 6 years or so. When my son was helping me, if he and I were both working on one day, then both of our hours were included in that total. I think it's good for people to know how much time it takes to do one of these restorations and how much money it costs. You actually can save yourself a lot of money if you do it yourself. So every month or every couple months, what I'll do is I'll just give you an update on that cost and labor figure. So come on back soon and I'll have some more videos posted. Bye.